Now, in this class we see if the alternating voltage is applied to inductor, what is the phase difference between voltage and current? Now that thing we'll see in this class. See, now this is the inductor. Inductor means the induced EMF is given by minus L into di by dt for inductor. This is the AC. AC means V is equal to V naught sin omega t. Now AC is connected to alternating voltage. Now this AC alternating voltage is connected to inductor. Now what is the phase difference between voltage and current? Now in this class we will study. First, when the alternating voltage is applied to inductor at any instant time, voltage is given by V is equal to V naught sin omega t. This is equation 1. This is equation 1. Now, when the AC is passing through inductor, the induced EMF is given by E is equal to minus L into di by dt. This is equation 2. If I am applying Kirchhoff's second law, the sum of the potentials and EMFs across a closed loop is equal to 0. Then this V plus E is equal to 0. Then substituting 1 and 2 in this equation, how it will be? V E minus L into di by dt plus V naught sin omega t is equal to 0. If you take to that side, L into di by dt is equal to V naught sin omega t. Now L into di is equal to V naught sin omega t into dt, and di is equal to V naught by L sin omega t into dt, and the total integral di is equal to integral V naught by L sin omega t into dt. Now it will be I is equal to V naught by L integral sin omega t into dt, and lastly I is equal to V naught by L sin omega t dt. I can write minus cos omega t by omega, cos omega by omega t by omega. If it is taken out, it will be I is equal to V naught by omega L minus cos omega t, minus cos omega t. That minus cos omega t I can write sin omega t minus 90. Then I is equal to V naught by omega L sin omega t minus 90. So this is equation 3. Now in place of this equation, I can write I is equal to I naught sin omega t minus pi by 2 sin omega t minus pi by 2. This I can write equation 3. Now compare this equation 1 and 3. If we compare the equation 1 and 3, V is equal to V naught sin omega t, but here I is equal to I naught sin omega t minus pi by 2. What it indicates? V is equal to V naught sin omega t, I is equal to I naught sin omega t minus pi by 2. That means equation 1 and 3 both are not in phase, because here some phase difference is there between the first equation and third equation. How much phase difference is there? This pi by 2 phase difference is there. So that is the reason here first equation and third equation, if you are comparing, the voltage and current both are not in phase, they are out of phase, and the phase difference between these two gives 90 degrees. So here the voltage and current equation both are out of phase by an angle 90 degrees. And which one is leading, which one is lagging? And this leading and lagging, that we can find by using the graph. You see the graph here? I draw the phasor diagram. In this phasor diagram, this is the voltage line and this is the current line. Now you see, the voltage is clearly leading the current. Voltage leads the current. Our current is lagging the voltage. By how much angle it is? 90 degrees. Or by using the phasor diagram also, we can know. See, two vectors are there. This is the voltage vector and this is the current vector. Both are moving in anti-clockwise direction with certain angular frequency. Now, the phase difference between these two quantities is 90 degrees. 90 degrees. The phase difference between voltage and current is 90 degrees. But in the graph, the quantity which is in anti-clockwise direction, this voltage comes first and current comes later. So that is the reason here voltage leads the current, or current is lagging the voltage. By how much angle? So both are, the difference in phase is 90 degrees. So finally, from this one it is concluded that voltage leads the current by 90 degrees, or current is lagging the voltage by 90 degrees. So once again, all of you see the derivation and graph. See, alternating voltage applied to inductor. Here AC source and this is the inductor. When the AC is connected to inductor, alternating voltage equation, V is equal to V naught sin omega t, and in inductor induced EMF is produced, that is given by minus L into dA by dt. Okay, those equations I write as this. Then later I applied Kirchhoff's second law. The sum of the potentials and EMFs across the closed loop is equal to 0. This is V, this is E, and total is equal to 0 from Kirchhoff's second law. And what is V? This one. And what is E? This one. And total is equal to 0. I rearrange the equation. This minus becomes plus. Then the cross multiplied. L into dA is equal to V naught sin omega t into dt. And dA is equal to V naught by L into sin omega t into dt. Integration. And total I is equal to V naught by L into sin omega t into dt. And this integral sin omega t dt is equal to minus cos omega t by omega. This omega taken out. Now V naught by omega L is equal to minus cos omega t, and V naught by omega L is equal to this minus cos omega t. I can write sin omega t minus 90. And finally, if we eliminate this equation, and V naught by omega L is equal to, I can write I naught, maximum or peak value of current, and I is equal to I naught sin omega t minus 90. And finally, if you compare equation 1 and 3, and equation 1 and 3, that is, one is V is equal to V naught sin omega t, and here I is equal to I naught sin omega t minus 90. That means the voltage and current both are differed in phase by 90 degrees. And which one is leading? Voltage is leading. Which one is lagging? Current is lagging. So finally, from this here, it is concluded that voltage leads the current by an angle 90 degrees. And here you observe the phasor diagram. This is the voltage vector and this is the current vector. Both are moving anti-clockwise direction, and you see the difference of phase is 90 degrees. So that is the reason here voltage leads the current by an angle 90 degrees. And next, how much power it consumes? The average power, or one more term we have to learn here. This V naught by omega L, this V naught by omega L, I can write it as a I naught. In the previous equation, I naught is equal to V naught by R. This is for purely resistive and this is for purely inductive. In equation 1 and 2, in place of resistance, what is there? Omega L is there. So this is omega L is act like a resistive for inductor, and this we call it as a inductive reactance, and it is represented by symbol XL. This we call it as a inductive reactance. So in place of XL I can use omega L, or in place of XL I can use 2 pi N into L, and these terms we call it as a inductive reactance. What is the inductive reactance? The net opposition offered by the inductor to the flow of AC current, that we call it as a inductive reactance. The net opposition offered by the inductor to the flow of AC current, that we call it as inductive reactance, and inductive reactance symbol is XL equal to omega L. In place of omega I can use 2 pi N into L. And from this one we can learn one more point. What is that point? This inductive reactance depends on frequency. Inductive reactance depends on frequency, especially for AC currents. This XL is directly proportional to M. So if the frequency is increasing, the XL also increasing. The frequency is decreasing, XL also decreasing. For DC current, there is no frequency, so that is the reason there is no XL. So only this XL value is applicable for AC currents only. For DC currents, it is not applicable. Next, the average power consumption for inductor. So power in purely inductive circuit. Power in purely inductive circuits. See, power is equal to V into I. Power is equal to V means V naught sine omega t. Here I naught sine omega t minus pi by 2. Or P is equal to V naught sine omega t into I naught minus cos omega t. I can write P is equal to minus V naught I naught sine omega t into cos omega t. If I want to find the average power, it will be average power is equal to integral 0 to t minus V naught I naught sine omega t into cos omega t, that is divided by integral 0 to t into dt. Now if you solve this equation, and finally you will get 0. So finally what we get? The average power consumption in purely inductive circuit is how much? It is 0. But in case of resistor, it is IR square into R. But in case of inductor, how much it is valued? The average power consumption in pure inductive circuit is how much? It is 0. So once again, all of you see the equations from resistor and inductor. See, Now, the overall I am comparing resistive circuit and inductive circuit. Your starting equation V is equal to V naught sin omega t. Here also starting equation V is equal to V naught sin omega t. But here the final equation I is equal to I naught sin omega t. But here the final equation I is equal to I naught sin omega t minus pi by 2. These are similar, but these are not similar. Some phase difference is there. How much phase difference is there? 90 degrees phase difference is there. And here both are in phase. So that is the reason in the graph you will find the voltage value and current value both are on the same line. But here you see this is the voltage and this is the current and the phase difference is 90 degrees. Here you can see this is the voltage and this is the current. So finally here both are in phase, that is the reason both are lying on the same line. But here current is lagging or voltage is leading. So see here voltage is leading the current by angle 90 degrees. That is the reason here voltage leads the current. But here the average power consumption is given by I RMS square into R. But here the average power consumption in the inductive is 0. Inductive is 0. Next here one more term we learn. The inductive reactance is given by XL is equal to omega L. The net opposition to the flow of AC current is nothing but inductive reactance, that is given by omega L. So if we compare the equations like this, the next one more term it will come, that is capacitive, and from this one you can compare and you can learn the things easily. So finally in resistive there is no phase difference. For inductor the phase difference is 90. Voltage is leading, current is lagging.